Hello, everyone. My name is Sharissa Distill, and today I will be presenting our project, Flexible Work and Phase Retirement, Adapting to an Aging Workforce. In this presentation, I will walk you through what these programs are, why they are needed in today's workforce, why they are important, the challenges they face, and the solutions to solve them. Overview of the topic. Flexible work and phased retirement programs are designed to help older employees gradually reduce their working hours or responsibilities instead of leaving the workforce abruptly. This benefits both employees and employers in many different ways. For employees, phased retirement offers a transition from full-time work to retirement, allowing them to fully allowing them to fully maintain financial stability while continuing to engage socially and professionally. It is also a way for older adults to balance their work with health concerns and or caregiving responsibilities that they may have at this stage in their life. Studies by Cahill, Giandria, and Quinn from 2015 have shown that jobs that bridge the gap between full-time work and full-time retirement improve the emotional and financial well-being of retirees. For employers, flexible retirement arrangements are a way to retain skilled and experienced workers longer. These employees hold years of institutional knowledge that is very valuable. It would be truly a loss if they retired suddenly. Because these employees have been working at these organizations and businesses for so long, they know all the tricks and trades, they know all the loops. So to start over with a new set of staff would be very difficult. That is why employers try to hold on to these older employees for as long as they possibly can. Kelly, Dolan, Spencer, and Moen from 2008 found that organizations with phased retirement policies not only benefit from knowledge retention, but also experience greater employee satisfaction and stability. By allowing gradual retirement, companies and organizations can ensure smoother transitions, facilitate mentorship, and reduce the cost of recruitment and training. The idea is to have older employees train the new employees that are younger and that are just coming in on all the expertise so that way they can still have that social and emotional bond. The older employees, they can have that bond that the business information is just passed down from one generation to another. And it also helps with financial issues because you don't have to take that time out from the staff that is there, the higher ups, to train the new staff because we have the older staff doing it. So that way people who are already there, the higher ups, they can focus on what they need to do their job and increase productivity, which in turn makes companies more money. Research from the IZA Journal of European Labor Studies from 2014 supports that late life work can enhance retirees' quality of life and sense of purpose. Overall, flexible and phased retirement programs represent a balanced approach, one that supports older workers' health and happiness while helping organizations maintain productivity and retain institutional expertise. However, these arrangements can be complex to implement due to unclear policies, pension restrictions, and inconsistent management practices. So there are roadblocks to this. We're going to get further into it at a later time. For them to succeed, workplaces need supportive structures that make gradual retirement both feasible and appealing. So now we're going to move on to why companies need phased retirement, which is this box right here. Okay. Why companies need retirement programs. Now, let's talk about the why. We need these programs because of the growing gap in experience and skills caused by the retirement of older workers. Many organizations are struggling because large numbers of experienced employees are leaving the workforce all at once, while the number of younger workers joining isn't growing fast enough to help replace them. This gap causes serious issues, including knowledge loss, decreased productivity, which I mentioned in my point before, and challenges in training new employees effectively. Phased retirement programs help this problem by allowing older employees to reduce their hours or workload rather than retiring completely all at once. This gradual transition gives employers more time to prepare new staff and facilitates the transfer of critical institutional knowledge. Instead of an abrupt end, older workers can act as mentors, guiding younger employees and ensuring that the key expertise remains within the organization. Von Solinge, Vanahan, and Henkins in 2022 found that phased retirement helps workers reduce stress and increases engagement, which in turn helps employers keep valuable talent longer, which, like I said before, is what employers want. They want to be able to keep employees that have been around and that know the game and know the process, all the tricks and trades and the hoops and leaps. They want to keep them around because they have the knowledge, and it is better to keep them than to start with a new staff. So, the best approach to that is to accommodate to their needs and try to please them as much as you possibly can. Flexible work arrangements also help companies save money. By retaining older employees, employers can avoid the high cost of turnover, recruitment, and training. These arrangements can also help keep productivity steady because experienced workers continue contributing in meaningful ways. Research by Guillaume and Horseman's 2023 highlights that older adults often rely on professional networks when job searching, which shows how valuable their long-standing connections and social capital can be to organizations. In short, phased retirement is good for employees, and it's a great solution to a huge challenge in today's aging workforce population. Now we are going to move on as to why it's important. It's important to understand why flexible work and phased retirement programs matter, not just for individuals, but for the overall success of organizations. Retirement is a major life change. And for many older adults, it's not simply about stopping work. It's about managing financial security, maintaining social connections, and finding new balance as their priorities in life shift. Like previously mentioned, a well-structured phased retirement plan allows workers to gradually reduce their hours while maintaining income, benefits, and a sense of purpose, the latter of which is essential. During this stage of life, elderly people want to feel like they still belong. According to Johnson in 2011, this gradual approach helps older adults adapt better to changes in health, caregiving duties, and lifestyle while continuing to feel productive and valued. For a company, allowing phased retirement reduces the need for sudden recruitment or expensive training for replacements. It supports mentorship between generation of workers and ensures that key organizational knowledge is passed down effectively. This organized and adaptable approach benefits both sides. Employers enjoy a smoother and healthier transition, and employers maintain business stability. Johnson from 2011 notes that these programs contribute to broader social challenges like preventing unemployment and offsetting the effects of an aging population. To sum it all up, phased retirement is important because it encourages continuous participation in work while maintaining experience, promoting guidance, and supporting one's mental health. If done right, these programs can become a win-win solution, extending careers in ways that respect aging workers' needs while strengthening organizations at the same time. Now we are going to move on to our section that is titled Challenges and Solutions. All right. Now, while the benefits of phased retirement are clear, there are challenges that enable programs from being greenlit everywhere. One major con is the lack of clear workplace policies. Many companies don't have structures that explain how phased retirement works and all that it entails. Who qualifies, how benefits are effective, how workload should be adjusted. This lack of knowledge can hinder managers and employees from pursuing this option. Pension and security rules also pose a challenge. Depending on the situation, employees who reduce their work hours may lose access to certain benefits. These policies aren't likely to help those looking for flexibility as they were created for your traditional full-time employment. The consequence of this is that workers who might prefer gradual retirement may feel forced to leave their jobs entirely instead. Another issue is that phased retirement doesn't fit all industries equally. For example, physically demanding jobs may make it harder to implement reduced schedules. To add to that, everyone is different. Every manager is different. Some see phased retirement as an asset, while others honestly see it as a disturbance. Right? To surpass these challenges, organizations need clear policies that encourage participation without hurting employees. Human resource groups can work with leadership to create phased retirement options that allow employees to maintain their benefits and transition smoothly to the next page of their life. Another point is that collaboration between employers and policymakers can help popularize this implementation and bring on labor laws that support flexible retirement. Training managers' understanding of the value of these programs is also vital. When a leader embraces the idea that older employees still bring value to the business, more people will hop on this bandwagon. All there is to it is being prepared and communicating. Employees who plan ahead keep their employees in the loop and adapt their systems to support flexibility, we'll see smoother transitions and a more successful organization. Now, before I read my conclusion, I want to read some quick facts and takeaways here. 1 in 4 workers will be over the age of 55 by 2030. Phased retirement improves life satisfaction and retention, and organizations with flexible policies have 30% lower turnover. Flexible and phased retirement is not just good for older workers. It's smart for business strategy. It's a smart business strategy for the future. Wait. In conclusion, in conclusion, flexible work and phased retirement programs represent an evolving and compassionate approach to managing workforce change. These programs allow older workers to gradually step back from their careers while retaining stability financially and emotional connections while providing opportunities for the next generation. As the workforce continues to change, it's more important than ever for companies to consider phased retirement as a benefit to themselves and their staff. With the right tools, these programs can allow for both parties to work together and help each other succeed in their endeavors. Now, let me show you our references. Here we have these. And then on the next page, we have all of these. That is all I have for you today. Thank you for listening.